How's everybody doing? Drake here. This is the Two Hoodies and Three Cats channel. Solo hooding it right now. So, if you're watching the video, you know what time it is. This is will be now my fourth Ren reaction. I did High Ren first. Gypsy introduced me to Ren with High Ren, and that was phenomenal. I almost feel like I should go back and do that again because it was so much to unpack that I missed so much, and she was so into it that I might do a solo duel on that, or I might do a live reaction and start with High Ren again, just so I can kind of get it again. But Money Game, I started part one. It was really great. Part one was really interesting because the guy under the hood that was playing guitar, I never could figure out who he was or what was going on with that. And I've got a bunch of responses from all the people and all of you all the renegades and all the people that have responded about the Ren stuff. I want to thank you so much. It's helped. Then I did a Money Game part two, and it was extremely cool, and I really liked it with the seashells, kind of the way that society works and the whole capitalism and monetary, the supply and demand, and how he shows it into the whole deal. And it's funny because I always say the whole money thing in the world is like a big Monopoly game. It's just a scheme where they print this stuff to control you, and we're all slaves. Everybody on the planet's a slave in debt to work, to make money, to go to this job and to get this and do all these different things. And there's no end in sight. No matter how much money you make, you end up owing or having to spend more to keep going, unless you find a way to live in a very modest situation where you can keep your costs down and not get trapped in material possessions and things. Then you can actually start kind of chopping away at things and actually have some peace of mind. But Ren so far has been just brilliant. I love his lyrics. I like his writing, his style. The music is great. And we're going to check out Ren Money Game Part 3. And I don't want to babble too much, so as usual, if during my reaction to this, if I go way off in left field or say something that I don't get the right point, if you guys can just comment below and let me know where I was wrong, or clue me on things I don't understand, because the Downing Street thing in the last one, thank you, that was the Prime Minister's house. That was pretty crazy. It would be I guess he said, the person that commented said it would be the equivalent of the White House being burnt down. It was pretty crazy. So let's get into this. And if you're new to the channel, thank you for being here. Please hit like. Please subscribe. I'm not doing this for monetization. I'm doing this for awareness and people to help connect them with music that helps them deal with problems they're having, whether it be financial problems, drug and alcohol problems, emotional coping skills. Maybe you've lost a loved one. Maybe you're coming out of a broken situation, or maybe you just got out of jail. Who knows what the situation is? We're all dealing with something. We all feel alone, and we all need to know that we're not alone. And music is one of the best tools, and there's so many artists out here that are out here doing things to help others. And Ren, who I've just barely found, is one of those people. Anyway, enough about me babbling. Let's get into Ren Money Game Part 3. Okay, so what's the deal with this guy with his head wrapped up that's always in the videos with Ren while he's singing? Sometimes he's playing guitar. Now he's playing the piano. What's up with this guy? Does Ren have a partner that he does music with? Like, what's going on with that guy? Somebody explain it to me, because it's been multiple videos now. All right, but so far the piano is great. This is kind of creepy, I must say. It's a little pen or whatever he's got there. It looks like, I can't tell what it is, like a circle of scissors or something. Oh, that was pretty cool. If somebody knows what that is, let me know. I'm going to back that up. It's funny. This is the most replayed part of the song. That's crazy. This is really, really cool, though.
Tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket. 35, he gets a call. I'm sorry son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack, I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion, heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill.
Okay, I just stopped that. How many of you know what it means to chase the dragon? That has to do with like PCP and heroin and all that. And it's referenced in many different ways, but that's pretty crazy. I've never done it. I just been enough information on movies and stuff back in the day to know what that is. This is pretty crazy because it's the whole thing where the kid gets to a certain age or his dad's like, money's the only thing that really matters. You gotta have it, and disconnects from his parents and his dad's gone, and then never really learned anything outside of the fact that he needed money. Wow, this is crazy. I'm going to back this up a little bit and keep going. All right, here we go.
Kilos to tons, he's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket. 35, he gets the call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack, I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion. Heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck. Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41 he wasn't walking, 42 not walking quickly, 43 never running round the pavements of his city, 44 inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Cut the music.
The way we live is parasitic. I did another video earlier tonight, and was talking about the fact that we sometimes trust blindly, and trust is something that should be earned, and that most of the time it's a dog-eat-dog world where we're only worried about ourselves and selfish reasons for all these things, and we get to a point where we'll cut people out of our lives at the moment's notice because we got what we needed, not really considering what they might have needed or what they want, and that they have the same problems we have. And we spend so much time in this monopoly world that the governments have created for us that we lose sight of the fact that we all are struggling in the exact same way. We all hurt in the same ways. We all have the same problems. And we're all dealing with it in our own, whichever messed up way our brain has decided to deal with it. And at the end of the day, we're completely alone, except for a very small group of people that we've let in our world. I wasn't really expecting this track 3 to go this way, but this is pretty legit. And when you think about the progression of the first 2 songs in the Money Game, this is the next spot. It's pretty crazy. Let's keep going.
And it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Cut the music. This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy. Community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution? everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive with parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface and consume till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise. "45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game."
Wow. Okay, that was crazy. That was pretty intense. And the fact that he said this isn't a song, this is life. We're living in a toxic society and we're all parasites. Man, it's true. It's totally true. The real question is, it's great. This track is amazing and I love it. And the whole 3-song set is amazing. And you're preaching to the choir. The problem at this point is that the world is like trapped in this. It's like the world is, we're all mice in a little cage and we're running on the wheel, and we're trying to figure out how we change it. How do we change it? I mean, awareness, but governments have the power, like he's talking about, and they're all like parasites sucking everybody else dry. What's the answer? How do you fix it? Well, I'll tell you one thing though. Musically, I love it. This was amazing. Gives you a lot to think about. If you haven't seen this track, I'd say go watch the track without me stopping every 5 seconds and looking at stuff. But wow. So I think I'm gonna do the Screech and Jenny, or Jenny and Screech's Tale, something like that. It's like the full version, not the separate ones. I think that's the next thing I'm gonna do. Unless you see this, you comment below and tell me what I should do. I want to know who the other guy is that's wrapped up that came over playing the piano. If that's that Samuel person, and then you guys have given me a ton of info on Ren so far, and I mean, there's so much to unpack. But I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. I love all of you. Please like, please hit subscribe, please comment below, suggest other songs by Ren. Let me know which version of what songs I should do. And until next time, thank you so much for supporting my channel and being here. I love all of you. Peace out, guys. Be safe.